going on, guys? Daniel Kump here. Hey, in this video, super excited to have you on board. I want to share with you real life results of 3 different autoresponders that I have tested. And plain and simple, if you want to know in 2019 and beyond what autoresponder performs the best, then what I want you to do is watch this entire video, and I'm going to show you guys proof. I've tested 3 different autoresponders, dumping thousands of emails through these autoresponders, and I can show you guys plain and simple, the proof is in the pudding, what email autoresponders get great open rates and what do not. So also too, when you stick around to the very end of this video, I'm going to share with you kind of a secret weapon that I have been using for my own email follow-up campaigns that really get emails open, and it flows through a very, very specific script. So if you want to use my exact email script that I use in my follow-up emails, it's a very simple formula, and I'm going to leave that down below this video for you. So make sure that you stick around, you watch, and you see exactly how this all works. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to dive into it, and I want to share with you what specifically 3 autoresponders that I have tested. Now, I know there's the standard ones. You got the Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, all of those. Specifically, what I tested in this demo that you're going to see right here, I tested a new up-and-coming autoresponder because I wanted to kind of see how it works. I wanted to give it a shot. So that one specifically I'm going to share with you first. Then I tested a go-to, an industry giant, if you will. And again, went through thousands and thousands of emails at it and wanted to see how it performed. And then lastly, the third test is an email autoresponder that has been around for quite a few years now, but is really in the last couple of years just starting to gain a lot of notoriety. And again, I'm going to show you in the back office, I'm going to show you my actual numbers, what specifically happened with each of these autoresponders. So we're going to dive into that now, and I'm going to show you guys what gets results and what doesn't. So first and foremost, I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm going to show you guys, this is a product or autoresponder called Now Lifestyle. This is also known in the world out there. This has a couple of different titles. For those that are familiar with Now Lifestyle, you might also be familiar with GVO, which is Global Virtual Opportunities. You might have also heard of Pure Leverage. Or what's the new and up and coming is also what's known as SendShark. Ultimately, guys, it's the same autoresponder, all kind of housed out of the same office. But I want to show you guys specifically what's going on with these autoresponders, okay? So first and foremost, you guys can see right here, I have put literally I've actually had over 34,000 emails come through this autoresponder. So you want to talk about testing. There's been a lot of testing going on with this, but I want to show you specifically what some results are. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to go to follow-up, and with each follow-up campaign that I showed you, I have sent at least a minimum of 1,000 emails out of each follow-up campaign. So you're going to see black and white data, guys, and numbers don't lie. Documentation beats conversation all day long. With each one of these 3 autoresponders that I show you, I'm going to have shown proof that I've sent at least 1,000 up to thousands of emails out of these follow-up series with each autoresponder. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the specific campaign that I use most recently, all right? And the other thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to bust out a calculator so we can do some real life math together and talk about open rates. So I have a 6 email follow-up sequence right here. And if you guys want to know, like I said, if you guys want to know the secret to my sequence, okay, I'm going to leave a cheat sheet down below where you guys can download the actual strategy, the actual sequence that I use, which typically works pretty well if you have an autoresponder that gets in the inbox. All right. So here, like I said, with each of these, I told you I had sent out at least 1,000 emails through every single autoresponder. So when we look at this one, the first email that goes out, somebody opts into your page and the email goes out. I got 281 opens out of 1,628 cents. So we're going to do the math. We're going to go 281. If I can do this correctly, we're going to go 281 divided by 1628. That is going to give us a 17.2% opt-in rate. You guys can see the math on the screen. I know the window's a little small. 17.2% opt-in rate, which realistically is okay. It's not great. It's not bad. it's just okay. Now, when we come down to the second email, obviously that's when things start to dip and start to decline a little bit here. So we're going to take 127, divide that by 1620, and you guys can see now we went from a 17% open rate down to a 7% open rate. So we dropped 10% on the first email, which is pretty significant. And then obviously it just gets worse as that goes down there. So, GVO, Now Lifestyle, SendShark, whatever you want to call it, I would consider this very okay at the beginning and then starts to rapidly decline after the first email there. Now, the second email autoresponder that I want to talk to you guys about is the mighty giant. Everybody knows about Aweber, right? You guys have all heard of Aweber. Most people that are searching email autoresponders either on YouTube or Google or whatever, you guys know that Aweber is a very popular name in the industry. Now, as you guys can see again here, we got a total of 32,000 subscribers have come through Aweber, and I've done thousands of follow-up messages coming out here. We're going to go to the legacy follow-up, which just like the follow-up in the other email autoresponder I showed you, same thing here with Aweber legacy follow-up series. This is the follow-up emails that go out once somebody goes through your capture page or squeeze page. So here, the percentages are already done for you. And unfortunately with Aweber, they don't show you the number of folks that have gone through, but I can assure you this specifically is going to, you can see right here where it says myEcon import right here. I'll show you guys real life because I want to give you guys good data. I want to give you guys the actual numbers here. So you can see that myEcon list right here, 3,500 subscribers are in that, and most of those were added while they were in Aweber, okay? So again, we're going to go back to legacy follow-up. So thousands of emails have gone out, and what's crazy is Aweber is actually even worse. Aweber is even worse. First email goes out, 7.2% opt-in rate, open rate, sorry, not opt-in, open, and then 4%, 3.8, 2.8, 3.3, 3.5. So Aweber, although they are, known for being one of the most popular autoresponders out there, personally, for me, I'm just not seeing the results. When you compare that even to, a SendShark or GVO or whatever the hell you want to call it, the open rate is just not there. So for me, having an email list of over 30,000 people, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all with Aweber. That's just my personal opinion. Now, the third one is what I'm going to call the winner out of these three that have actually been tested. So we're going to come over here to something called ActiveCampaign. Now, this is a newer email autoresponder really in the last few years. Not newer, but they've been around for a while, but they're really getting some notoriety over the last couple of years because of the quality that they deliver. So as you can see right here, I have 4,200 subscribers, or also known as contacts, inside of ActiveCampaign. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into what's called automations, which, when we compare that to others, follow-ups, legacy follow-up series in Aweber, automations here in ActiveCampaign, all the same thing. So we're going to go take a look at, this is the follow-up series right here, all right? And we're going to go into this, and now we're going to really start to compare some numbers. So every single one of these 4,000 emails has all gone through this particular follow-up series. And I'm going to show you something really, really cool. I want you guys to pay very, very close attention here as to why this specifically is my email autoresponder of choice. It's not just for the open rate, but there's some really, really cool features in here that you can do with ActiveCampaign that you cannot do with the SendSharks and GetResponses and Awebers that you can do with ActiveCampaign. Really, really cool. All right, so as you can see, I have a 6 email follow-up series here, 6 emails that go out, all right, and they are the same as what you saw with Aweber, the same thing that you saw with SendShark, GVO, Now Lifestyle, whatever. So first and foremost, as you can see right here, we got 1,400 emails going out. And you can see that the cents go down, but I'm going to show you specifically why that happens. And it's actually, believe it or not, it's a good thing because we're doing some weeding as people are going through the process. So 1,400 emails go out, and you can see right here we got a 30% open rate. 30%, very, very high, very, very strong, much better than Aweber, much better than SendShark, okay? So follow-up number 2, we have a 22.9. We'll call that a 23% open rate on email number 2. Email number 3, we got an 18.7. And you remember, I mean, Aweber was all single digits. These are all double digits. So, I mean, to me, that's kind of a no-brainer. Really, really simple there. Follow-up number 4, we got 11% there, 10.97. Follow-up number 5, 10.9 again. Follow-up number 6, 11.2. So it kind of lifts up at the end there. Now, what's really, really cool, you're going to notice 2 bonus emails that are hanging out down here that are part of the follow-up series. These 2 emails are very, very important. So here's why. These 2 emails are what I call catch-all emails, meaning these are set up, and I'm actually going to show you the flow chart of how this works. These 2 emails right here only get sent out when someone does not open the first follow-up email. All right, so after they open the follow-up email, obviously if they open the email, they're going to go down into the rest of the sequence. They're going to see number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and so on. If they don't open this email, they get sent a different email. And obviously this email right here is very, very important if you'll notice. So this goes to all the people that don't open email number 1 after 24 hours. This email has almost a 36% open rate. You guys understand how important that is? So in other words, if you have a follow-up series for everybody that does not open up your first email, let's just say you had a basket that could catch all of those people. And now 36% of those people that don't open up your first email now do open up another email. Well, what's really cool is everybody that opens up this email automatically gets cycled back up into the follow-up sequence. So they go from here right back to email number 2. Very, very cool. Now, there's one more catch-all email that if they don't open this email up, okay, then they have a last chance email. Hey, dude, what's wrong with you, man? You haven't opened up my emails. This last chance email has a 27% open rate. So do you understand that? So we have a 30+ open rate on the first email. We have a catch-all email that has a 36% open rate. We have a second catch-all email that has a 27% open rate. Very, very strong numbers. So how that works, okay, how that works is we're going to go back into automations, and I'm going to show you what's really cool, what I love about ActiveCampaign, which you do not get with GetResponse, you do not get with Aweber, you do not get with SendShark, is we're going to go back here into the actual follow-up sequence, okay? And I'm going to show you, this is a map of how this works. Super, super cool. This is all just like you would see in Aweber or any of the other bigger autoresponders. This is all drag and drop. You can just drag and drop these features however you want. So super cool. So here is the first email that goes out, guys. Like I said, this one has a 30+% open rate. So then they wait 24 hours. Now what happens is if somebody opens the email, they go down here to the left and they go into the rest of the follow-up sequence. Number 2, number 3, number 4, so on. If they don't, you put these cool little triggers in here that if they don't open that first follow-up email, they go down into a different path. And then not only do they get a follow-up email, this one right here that basically says, I'll give you a hint. The email itself, this catch-all email says, text me right away, and I leave my phone number in the subject line. But I also have the ability to now send them a text message. So ActiveCampaign has the ability to send text messages with your autoresponder. Again, Aweber, other email autoresponders do not have this feature, this service built in to their follow-up. You can actually, so if you're using capture pages that have a name, email, and phone, those phone numbers get logged right in your autoresponder. You can send text messages right from ActiveCampaign. Very, very cool. So that's part of the catch-all process, guys, is if they don't open that first email, they come down into this column. After 24 hours, they get sent a text message that says, hey, I sent you an email, go check it out. And then they also get this catch-all email, which has a 36% open rate. Again, another 24 hours go by, and if they open that email, great. They go, you can see here where it says go to another action. They go back up into the follow-up sequence. Now, if they don't open that email, they get a last chance email. Hey, listen, man, I've been trying to get a hold of you. Here's my number again. Send me a text message. And if they open that again, they go back up into the follow-up sequence. So really, really cool features here. And plain and simple, guys, if they don't open this email, That's 3 emails that they didn't open. They're not going to see the rest of the follow-up sequence anyway, so they just go off into the ether. Now, of course, they're still on my list. They still get my broadcast emails. Everything's cool there. But I wanted to show you realistically how cool the ActiveCampaign Autoresponder is. Way better open rates. You have SMS, text messages available, and you can just create really cool triggers and really cool email sequences that I think are way above and beyond the other email autoresponders. So if you're looking at, GVO, SendShark Now Lifestyle, whatever, or GetResponse, Aweber, and you're looking at other email autoresponders and email marketing services, for me, ActiveCampaign is head and shoulders above everything else that's out there. The open rates are strong. The features and benefits, what you can do inside of the system to make it work, sending people text messages, and it's just really, really cool, and I think there's a lot of value there. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, please do me a favor. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you smash that thing so you can get notified of any other videos that I put out to help you guys with your email marketing as well as building a business online. And that's what we do here on this channel. I like to provide you guys with as much value as possible to grow your business. So stay tuned for other videos. You can see them down in the drop box down below. You can see how I do what I do and how I literally I'm here in my home office today, how I work from home and how I build an online business, a very successful online business. So check out that video down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you download the free PDF down below this video, and you guys can upload and use the same sort of follow-up sequence that I use. It works very, very well. I've been using it for the last 3 years, and it really just helps with strong engagement, and it gives a great call to action for you and whatever your business is. So again, hope you guys got value out of this. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you guys really, really soon, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll talk soon.